Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. So today we're going to have an interesting matchup. So I'm pretty sure you see two familiar last names up here. But in this scenario, it's going to be a Chelsea Clinton versus Ivanka Trump presidential election. So essentially taking the more important daughters or only daughter of the two families and putting them up against each other. Obviously, they have been longtime friends. I'm not so sure about now, but before the 2016 election, they were longtime friends. And I just wanted to see how they would fare against each other on a presidential map. So, first of all, a number of these states are going to vote typically how they voted in previous years. They're going to always be those safe states for the Republican Party, just based off the fact that there is a Republican thing by the side of the candidate's name, regardless of pretty much how bad each candidate will be. Almost every candidate is guaranteed to win at least some electoral votes just based off whichever party nomination they win. And, right now, the advantage in this particular scenario would be with the Democrats because they have someone whose family isn't currently in office and doesn't really have a bad name. I mean, technically they do have a bad name, but it's not readily used. It's not really readily referred to as the Trump administration would be. During the 2016 election, I believe that they were kind of like equal standing in terms of hatred for each political candidate. But as of right now, Donald Trump is seen nationwide. He's not necessarily liked nationwide either. Neither was Hillary Clinton, so we're going to see how that factors in. But yeah, so mainly I think that Ivanka Trump would be hurt a little bit more by what her father does. I think she'll hold on to a state like Texas, Georgia, Arizona. These are states that I think she'll carry. But I see Chelsea Clinton carrying states like Colorado and New Mexico and Virginia. Something that's interesting is at one point in time, I had Arkansas as possibly a Clinton state, but just based off how partisan voters have gotten in recent years, it's really not going to happen. Up in Maine, I don't see Ivanka Trump winning any of the electoral votes there. She doesn't really have that type of appeal that you might expect. Across the Rust Belt, I see a Clinton victory. That's just how I've seen, the map and eventually unfold. And I don't see Ivanka Trump with a Rust Belt appeal. And when you take away the Republicans' Rust Belt appeal, the Democrats don't need it. They have that base there. They lost it against Donald Trump because Hillary Clinton wasn't a good enough candidate. But Chelsea Clinton isn't hated as much. Ivanka Trump has no Rust Belt, like literally no Rust Belt appeal other than her father. And it probably won't be enough to win her the Rust Belt. Keep in mind, these are Democratic states. They just were able to go for President Trump, as Indiana, North Carolina, as these did in 2008, and they went back to the Republican Party pretty easily. So 269 for Hillary Clinton. Chelsea Clinton. 191 for Ivanka Trump. I think Ivanka Trump could carry a state like Iowa and Ohio. Those are pretty solid red states. Not solid, but compared to other swing states, it would be considered mildly a solid swing state per se. North Carolina, I think that Ivanka Trump would be able to carry that state. Florida as well. Florida, I see going to Ivanka Trump because, again, Chelsea Clinton, sure, she's from technically, her family is from the South. But I don't think that'll be enough to even win her down in Florida. I think Ivanka Trump will do the same thing her father did and hold on to that conservative base and win Florida. One thing interesting is I think that Ivanka Trump would carry Nevada. I see Nevada going to Ivanka Trump because I think she can better appeal to Latino voters than Chelsea Clinton. Obviously, she won't win them over, but she'll do better than Donald Trump did, and he only lost Nevada by around 2%. So I think it would be enough to win over Nevada, and up in New Hampshire, I think Ivanka Trump would be able to hold on to it. So this map actually turned out really interesting. It ended up in a 269 scenario. Obviously, the House would probably be with the Democrats if this was 2020. Essentially making the next president Chelsea Clinton. But regardless, the electoral map turned out pretty spectacular. So, so the final electoral map is Chelsea Clinton with 269 to Ivanka Trump's 269. So thank you guys for watching this video. Comment down suggestions below. I'm probably going to do a video later today, and I'll see you all tomorrow.